Hey everyone, so today I'm going to tell you a bit about the graph protocol and network, what it is, what it does, how it works, and what use cases it serves. So before I do all of that, do keep in mind that I do have a financial incentive in making this video. With that said, I'll leave the details for that in the description of this video, and let's get talking about the graph protocol. It's a really interesting project. I think everyone's aware that writing stuff down has its uses and it's very useful to write stuff down. That's why we've been doing it for thousands of years. Now let's say you wanted to make a list of all the people you know and all the particulars you know about them. So you would just open up a spreadsheet software like Excel, Microsoft Excel, and then you'd make a few columns, right? Like names of all the people you know, their addresses, their phone numbers, their date of birth, and so on and so forth. Now let's say you want to use this data in some way. Let's say you have a wedding coming up, but COVID is out there, so you can't invite anyone over 50 or under 18. Now there are features in Excel which you can use to sort people who are between 18 and 50 years old. That's actually possible with Excel now, but that you can only sort with one single aspect at a time, right? One single particular at a time. You can average numbers, you can average dates, you can organize data in ascending and descending order, you can do a lot of math calculations, but Excel has its limitations, right? So that's a simple, very simple database. But when you have a big company and billions of customers, like let's say Facebook, then the complexity of the data that you're recording is several orders of magnitudes more than our little list here, right? So what they do is they created a computer language called the graph query language, and what it does is it helps you sort through all this data, billions of people, and for each one of those people you're recording several hundreds if not thousands of metrics, like when they log in, how much time they spend on Facebook, what kind of articles they watch, what kind of content they read, what device they use to log in, what the location they use to log in, and all of this is relevant for advertisers, right? Like an advertiser comes up to Facebook and says, hey, I need someone living in Texas who is between 25 and 35 years old, who is interested in cat pictures, so I can sell him this t-shirt with a picture of a cat on it, right? And that's why data mining is so important. Data is so important. This data is the new oil, and that's sort of what the graph protocol is trying to monetize here. So let's talk about that in a little more detail now. So as all of you are aware, this is what a spreadsheet looks like, and in our previous example, as I pointed out, you can have all these different pillars which will record, like this one has links, this one has formats, topic, email, all the emails for first and last name, so all of these people, all of their emails, all of their topics, and this and that, and this is basically a public document, right? Anyone can edit it, anyone can look at it, anyone can store it, and well, that's what a blockchain essentially is, right? It's address. Instead of email, you will have wallet address. Instead of topic, you will have transaction, and here you will have one column which says it went from this address to this address, the recipient address, and then the balance, whatever is left in your wallet, whatever is left in their wallet. That's the columns you have more or less in a blockchain, right? And because everyone stores a copy of this, that's why it's called a public ledger, a decentralized blockchain, and every time you make an edit, that's called a transaction. It's as simple as that. Now all of this data is public, but there are no built-in features in any blockchain to just sort and analyze that data. Like in our previous example, we wanted to make a list of all the people that fall between 15 and 50 years or 18 and 50 years of age, and there's no tool on the blockchain to do that, right? There's so much data. Like if you wanted to analyze how many people made a transaction that was between the amounts of $1,000 and $2,000, and how many people did that at night, how many people did that at day, like there's no tool to analyze all of that data. And the graph, what it does, helps you do that. It basically helps you make custom Excel functions for the blockchain. So how it does that, let's go to Uniswap, and here you have this little this charts part, and if you click on it, then you get to a subgraph. That's right. This is what a subgraph is. It's just an Excel function that continuously makes charts, categorizes data, whatever is relevant to us. Now here, all our schema, that's what they call all the particulars that you want. All the columns are called schema, the properties. So what this has is the price of Ether. It's on chain. It has amount of transactions that happened on the Ethereum chain, or no, on the particularly on Uniswap, I think. It's just tracking this one app, but yeah, on Uniswap 150,000 transactions happened. There are 23,000 pairs and fees, and it's tracking basically all the transactions that happened on Uniswap. And it's just like that, right? Just in Excel, you can organize data with Excel functions. You can organize data on the blockchain with a subgraph from the good old the graph protocol APIs for a vibrant decentralized future. They have a really weird website. I'm not going to say it's the most user-friendly website, but yeah, and they show that they have the Uniswap, synthetics, and this and that, all these analytics. And if you go to the Graph Explorer and click on any one of these apps, let's just do the Uniswap app actually. Then you can see all the schema. So Uniswap factory contract is what it's tracking. It's tracking tokens, it's tracking pairs, it's tracking users, the addresses, it's tracking liquidity position. How much liquidity does any pair like Ether to DAI, right? How many coins do those pools have in them? And snapshots of liquidity, how many transactions happened, how many were minted, how many coins were burned, how many swaps happened, and this and that, and so on and so forth. These are all just the columns in our good old Excel sheet that we need to organize, right? Like in our previous example, we wanted to make a list of all the people that fell between 18 and 50. So that would just be one condition here. And just like that, it has like these 20 conditions, and it's just helping you organize all of that. That's what this whole system is. It just helps you organize data on the blockchain. It's really cool stuff, and there's definitely a need for something simple like that. Even a simple function like this, which doesn't really exist built in any blockchain, it helps a lot. And this is a blockchain agnostic project, so again, it's really cool and it's really useful, as you can see with this app, because without this app, a lot of people would get rug pulled, right? With this, you can see how much liquidity is logged in any new project and coin and this and that. Like Vault has this much volume and this and that, so you know it's not a dead shit coin. This is something that you can only use know through this website. It's pretty cool. So yeah, that's basically what the graph protocol is, what it does. And the market actually for this data is very big. Even Google's BigQuery is targeting this market. What they're doing is they're copying all the data from Ethereum's public blockchain onto their own Google BigQuery platform, so that people can query that data and analyze it and make cool charts of it like this, and do all that other stuff that you need to do. But as I explained, this data is very important, especially for people like me who ape into shitcoin whenever we feel like it. So with Core, I know there is some liquidity, 17 million in liquidity. So if I buy $1,000 of Core today, I should be able to sell it tomorrow, because there are $17 million logged in there. So yeah, just like that. That's basically it. That's what the graph protocol does. And the schemas are all the particulars that you want to track and how you want to categorize data in all these different ways. And you know, that's what it is, decimals, and it just defines the type of data it is. And big decimal, small decimal, burn, how much was burned, and all these just data types, right? Like whether it's a number, in int means it's a number. If it was var, it means it's a like all these different, like string means it could be a number or a character, just like that. Just simple stuff. You can watch you can explore this yourself. It's like a public thing, and they have other subgraphs, like there's average, but I think we've already stretched this video too far. And just like you can explore Now boolean means true or false, and this is, you have to know a bit of coding if you want to get into this. But yeah, that's basically it. That's the video. That's I hope this was helpful. If it was, do let me know in the comments. And if you would like more information on the graph, then you can head over to the Discord, where I'll leave the link in the description. And if you want to make a subgraph for your own project, again, go to the Discord and ask the team. They'll make one for you. Thank you for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.